Now we are discussing about optocoupler. Optical communication, when the term is coming opto, it is related to light. Here we are using a light emitter and a light detector. Sir, what is the need? We are using light emitter and immediately we are using light detector. The purpose of optocoupler is to provide the isolation between any two circuits. This is my circuit 1. This is my circuit 2. I want to connect this circuit 1 to circuit 2. Means the output of the circuit is some 20 milliamperes current. And this 20 milliamperes current should be supplied to the circuit 2. But the problem, if I directly connect this by using the wire, the 20 milliamperes might not reach the circuit 2 because of the noise. And there is a possibility that whatever the current we are giving in the circuit 1, that might not reach the circuit 2 because of some extra stray inductance and stray capacitances effects. We already discussed about them. So I want to give the electrical voltage or electrical current of circuit 1 to circuit 2, but I should isolate them electrically. Sir, how it is possible? You have to give the current from circuit 1 to circuit 2, but there should not be any connection. Wireless electricity, we do not actually expect that it should transfer wirelessly. Even if it go wirelessly also, we don't get the same amount of the electric current because of the noise. So we are using the light as the medium. The current we are converting to light. Which device is there? LED is saying, I am present. If you give me the electrical current, I will convert it into equivalent light. So if we are giving some 20 milliamperes, it is converting into equivalent light. The more the forward voltage, the more intense light it will emit. From this, the light is being emitted. This light, because it is a transparent medium, it allows the light to go and it is electrically isolated. It will not allow any electric current through it. This light falls on the light detector. This might be photodiode or phototransistor, but because phototransistor has an extra ability compared to photodiode, we are using the phototransistor here. Base is kept open, emitter and collector terminal, because it is an NPN transistor, because it is receiving the light, we have shown by using the arrows, and it is converting that light to electrical current output. That may be, if we are giving 20 milliamperes, it will give the 20 milliamperes output. So we are getting the same signal to the circuit 2, but we did not connect the circuit 1 and circuit 2 physically. We did not connect the circuit 1 and circuit 2 by using the wires. We did not have any electrical connection between the circuit 1 and circuit 2. Circuit 1 and circuit 2 are electrically isolated, but still we are able to send the amount of the electrical voltage or current at circuit 1 to the circuit 2 by using the light. We are converting this electrical voltage or current into the light by using the LED or any light emitter, and then we are receiving that light by using the photodiode or phototransistor. This device is called as optocoupler because it is having two devices. This light emitter and the light detector, they are coupled in such a way that they are able to receive the electrical input from the circuit 1 and they are giving to the circuit 2 without any electrical connection. Sir, if the outside light is coming, then the output may change. That's why we have to make sure that outside light should not fall on the phototransistor. It should be external light proof. This device we are calling as opto-isolator because it is providing a complete electrical isolation. In sometimes, you see, in our homes, even though the supply is not there, mainly in rainy season, sometimes we might not get supply. But because of the rains, because of the thunders, they are having the high amount of voltage, even though the supply is not there, because the device's plug is connected to the plug point through that charger, the thunder's electric voltage may come and it may damage your charger. So that's why generally it is advised during the thunders, we advise to remove all the devices from the plug point. Unexpected voltage is coming. At that time, if you want some electrical isolation between two devices, at our homes it is fine. At industries, we do not expect that industries one person has to go in 1,000 acres. Sometimes industry will be there, in sometimes that will be there from here to there. I have to run. First I have to go, I have to remove one plug point, second, third, fourth. If I do like that, by that time, the thunders will destroy your equipment. That may damage the industry and it may cause damage to surrounding areas also. We require automation. Means the isolation should be there from one circuit to another circuit. If the second circuit has to be operated, definitely the first circuit, when it is switched on, then only it should be on. If it is switched off, then it should be off. In industrial automation, even in this case, when the thunders are coming, at that time also, if these two circuits are to be electrically isolated, means we have to use the optocoupler. Sometimes we connect electronic equipment to the patients in order to check their heartbeat in the ECG, and in order to monitor the blood pressure continuously. They might be having some electronic devices in the operation room or maybe in the ICU. These electronic devices, they should be isolated, which are connected to the patient with the outside electronic devices, because they might be having the huge amount of voltage. If they are in touch with these electronic devices, that extra voltage might affect the patient, because these electronic devices are directly fixed to the patient. So in the medical devices, when we want the patient connected electronic devices should be isolated with the outside electronic devices, there we use the concept of the optocoupler. Only these devices should be separate. These devices should be isolated from the outside devices. And in switching circuits, sometimes the switches manually, if we turn on, they will on. If we turn off also, they will on. Then there is no switch concept. They are always on. Whether you on or off, that is on. So in those cases, faulty switches, we do not, at our home it is fine. If the switch is not working, means if not today, tomorrow we may work and we may repair. But if the same thing happens where it required to be operated, maybe in railways or maybe in airways, there the switches should not be turned on automatically. That may damage, that there is a possibility for the collision. At that time, we can use the optocoupler in order to isolate the one circuit from the another circuit in the controlling circuit and in switching circuits. Mainly for the safety and noise reduction, optocoupler was introduced. In the safety criteria, we use the optocoupler, and in the noise reduction also we use the optocoupler. The amount of the current or voltage, generally current signal we will give. The amount of the current signal we are giving as an input to the LED. The amount of the current is directly proportional to the output light from the LED. And the input light on phototransistor is directly proportional to the output current it is giving. This is the working principle of optocoupler. So optocoupler we are calling as, what is another name for the optocoupler? Opto-isolator or photocoupler. In the optocoupler, what are the main components? Light emitter, light detector, isolator. What we use as the light emitter? LED. Light detector, photodiode or photo. This isolation is electrical isolation or optical isolation? Electrical isolation. If optical isolation means light will not go. Light has to go. Isolation is electrical isolation, but it is optically transparent. This is about the optocoupler.